Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about Fayol's principles of management. So his full name is Henri Fayol and his lifetime between 1841 to 1925 and profession is mining engineer and management theorist. He was a mining engineer and management theorist. His contribution for the principle of management is well known. 14 principles of management is the father of these 14 principles of management. Let us see one by one and understand the principles. So the first principle is division of work. Divide the work into small tasks or job. Let us say you got 1000 units orders. Within 1 week you should finish that order. So you should produce 1000 units in 1 week. What you should do? There are 100 employees and in there we should divide those people into production department, sales department, marketing department and some other departments wherever required. Correct. So we should divide the workers and give them the tasks. We should produce 1000 units, right? 1000 units in 1 week means divided by 7 per day. How much units we need to produce? That is division of work into small tasks. Correct. Next, it leads to specialization. So if we divide the workers into sales department and marketing department, production department, what will happen? If they continuously working on the same field and same job they are doing for a number of years, they will be specialist in that field. Obviously, yes, correct. They will be used to it. Correct. So there, thus we have department in the company. For normally if you visit an organization, there will be n number of departments. Correct, you know it already. So for what is the reason? This is the reason for those departments. Next, second principle is authority and responsibility. Authority is right to give orders and obtain the obedience, which means he has a right to give orders and gain the work from the workers. Responsibility is corollary of authority. It is the result of the authority. So there should be balance between both authority and responsibility. So let us take an example. So a sales manager, let us take the example of soft drinks. A salesperson or sales manager goes to the retailer or someone retailer. Normally it will be available in the retailer shop, right? So he goes to the retailer and asks for the business, but the retailer will ask some 60 days of credit period. What do you mean by credit period? If he purchase today, he will pay after 60 days. That is credit period. If the sales manager doesn't have the right or authority to give 60 days of credit period, then the business is getting lost. Correct. If he orders for 50 crores, so 50 crore is a loss for the organization. So he needs to have that authority to give 60 days of credit period, but he should not give excess credit period, 100 days, 120 days. That is his responsibility. He should not allow to give 100 days, 200 days, right? That is responsibility. And the next point is discipline. So normally in your schools, colleges, you follow disciplines, right? Wearing tie, you should wear the uniform, you should wear the shoes, you should cut your nails, right? That is discipline following in a school or college. Likewise, in the organizations also will have good disciplines. So let us see, discipline is required at all level of management, top level, middle level, lower level of management. Employees are following the management. So if they only not following the discipline, so how a worker can follow, correct? That will be a wrong if the levels of management won't follow the discipline, correct? If not followed, there must be judicious application of penalties, whomever it may be. If they are not following the principles, they must be penalized. Then only they can strictly follow the principles or discipline, right? Next point is unity of command. Unity of command means if there is two or three bosses, they should not give different command, like you should produce 5,000 units, or if you produce one comes and say 10,000, produce 10,000 units, and another boss will say produce 15,000 units. By these commands, the workers will get confused to how many units we need to produce, right? How many units they are going to produce. They will be obviously confused for the work, and work will get reduced and decreased, correct? What is the point? There should be one and only boss. If there are three bosses, they should discuss among them and then pass the orders to the workers for every individual and employee. For example, one more example we can take. If there is two bosses, one boss will say 10% discount must be allowed to the customer, and another will say 5% discount to the customers, right? Here salesperson, sales manager will get obviously confused. Or if departments, if sales department says 10% discount and another advertisement department says 5% discount, the sales manager, obviously salesperson, will get confused, correct? So this is because we need unity of command. Let us see the fifth principle. The fifth principle, we have principle of equity. It doesn't mean equal salary. Then what it does mean? Treat employees as fairly as possible. So it is, meaning of equity is equality. We should treat each and every individual equally, correct? It may be male or female, it doesn't mean sex, or it doesn't mean religious, language, caste, belief, or nationality. If you do that, if you don't respect your employees, they will feel obviously uncomfortable and they will leave the jobs, and it costs you to train another employee, right? It will be a loss for us, and efficiency of the organization will reduce by this activity. And next, initiative. Initiative means it is thinking out and executing a plan. Thinking out and executing a plan, that is initiative. So workers should be encouraged to develop and carry out their plan for improvement. So better than management, workers will have a good suggestion, a good idea about the work or job, right? If we give a chance to the employees to improve our whatever the method is there, that will be best idea, and output will be tremendous savings, and it will be a victory for the organization. Next, does not mean going against established practices. If an organization gives freedom to the employee to improve the methods, that doesn't mean you should go against the established practices which is already decided and experimented and it is in execution, correct, that should not be broken out. If the decision is once made, that is final. If your plan is not working or they decide that your plan is not gonna work, that is the final decision that should be followed by the employees, right? Employees and organization both. So have an employee suggestion which results in reduction in cost. Obviously if they are working in the job and task, they know better than the management about the job and they know how to reduce the time and make out of profit, correct. So we should consider this their suggestions. Motivates employees and improves their skill. Obviously this activity will encourage them, it will motivate them to achieve much more and improve the methods, and it will be benefited for the organization also, and it is improving the employees skills, correct. They are improving their efficiency, right. That is the sixth point initiative. Let us see seventh point. The seventh principle is stability of personnel, which means employee turnover should be minimized to maintain efficiency. The first point is speaks about employee termination. If we keep on terminating the employees, right, it will be lead to instability in the organization. If you hire someone and trained for 2 months and his performance is not very well, you terminated him, then again you should train another person for 2 months, which is waste of time and waste of cost, correct. So for that we should not terminate an employee frequently, right. Once recruited, they should be at their post or position for some fixed time period. So we should not keep on terminating the employees. If you train an employee for 2 months, then his performance is not very well, then you terminate it and then again you are training another person for 2 months, correct. That will be a waste of time and cost, correct. So we need to keep him for a fixed time period to see his performance, correct. In fresher and all will not perform within 2 months. They should learn the tasks, then only they can be efficient, correct. So any quick decision will create instability or insecure to the employees, correct. If we keep on terminating within 2 months, right, it will create a instability in the organization and it will be insecure for the employees. So remaining employees won't work much better. So obviously if he is terminating us, why we should work, that thought will come to the employees. That's the point. We should not terminate the employees frequently. So this completes your seventh principle. So that's it for this video. In the next video, remaining 7 principles we will discuss. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. Please share the video to your friends. If you have any doubts, follow us on Instagram and Telegram, which is the link is in the description. And for the future test, if you want to attend tests in the future, that will be in the website. The website link is also in the description. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.